Quick question. What's your English level? If you just said intermediate or I don't know, this video is for you. I'm Tony from Fluent English Cafe, and today we're finding out your real English level. Not what you hope it is, not what you think it is, what it actually is. We're going to test 6 levels: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2, from complete beginner to near native. Here's how this works. I'll ask you questions at each level. You answer in your head or out loud. At the end of each section, if you got everything right, you move to the next level. If you struggled, that's your current level. And listen, there's no shame in any level. Knowing where you are is the first step to getting better. Before we start, if you want to improve your English no matter what level you're at, subscribe to Fluent English Cafe. We release practical lessons every week. All right, let's find your level. We'll start with A1, complete beginner. A1 is where everyone starts. Basic words, simple sentences. Let's see if you're past this level. Question 1. Fill in the blank. I blank coffee every morning. The options are A. Drink, B. Drinks, C. Drinking, D. Drank. Think about it. What's the answer? It's A. Drink. I drink coffee every morning. If you said drinks, that's for he or she. He drinks coffee. But for I, we use drink. Question 2. Which sentence is correct? A. She go to school every day. B. She goes to school every day. C. She going to school every day. D. She is go to school every day. What do you think? It's B. She goes to school every day. Remember, for he, she, or it, we add an S to the verb in present simple. Question 3. What's the opposite of hot? A. Warm, B. Cool, C. Cold, D. Freeze. It's C. Cold. Hot and cold are opposites. If you got all 3 of those right, you're definitely past A1. Let's move to A2. A2 is still beginner, but you can have basic conversations. You know past tense. You know common phrases. Let's test it. Question 1. Complete the sentence. Yesterday, blank to the store. A. Go. B. Went. C. Going. D. Will go. What's the answer? It's B. Went. Yesterday means past tense, so we use went, not go. Question 2. Which sentence is correct? A. I have 2 brother. B. I have 2 brothers. C. I has 2 brothers. D. I having 2 brothers. Think about it. It's B. I have 2 brothers. 2 means plural, so we need to add S to brother. Question 3. Choose the correct response. Someone asks, "How are you?" You say, A. I'm 25 years old. B. I'm from Brazil. C. I'm fine, thanks. D. I'm a teacher. It's C. I'm fine, thanks. This is the most common response to how are you. If you got all 3 right, you're past A2. You're ready for B1. This is where it gets interesting. B1 is intermediate. You can have real conversations, you understand most everyday English, but there are still gaps. Let's see if you're here or if you've moved past it. Question 1. Fill in the blank. If I blank more money, I would travel the world. A. Have. B, had, C, will have, D, having. What's the answer? It's B, had. This is the second conditional. If I had more money, I would travel. It's talking about an imaginary situation. Question 2. Which sentence uses the present perfect correctly? A, I have went to Paris last year. B, I have gone to Paris last year. C, I went to Paris last year. D, I have been to Paris. Think carefully. It's D, I have been to Paris. Present perfect is for experiences without a specific time. If you say last year, you use simple past. I went to Paris last year. Question 3. What does this idiom mean? It's raining cats and dogs. A, animals are falling from the sky. B, it's raining very heavily. C, it's a little bit rainy. D, there are many pets outside. It's B, it's raining very heavily. This is a common English idiom. If you knew that, great. If not, now you know. If you got all 3 right, you're at least B1, maybe higher. Let's test B2. B2 is upper intermediate. You can watch movies, read books, have complex conversations. Most English learners want to reach this level. Let's see if you're there. Question 1. Choose the correct form. By this time next year, I blank my degree. A, will finish. B, will have finished. C, am finishing. D, finish. What do you think? It's B, will have finished. This is future perfect. By this time next year, I will have finished my degree. It's talking about something that will be completed before a point in the future. Question 2. Which sentence is correct? A, despite of the rain, we went hiking. B, despite the rain, we went hiking. C, despite to the rain, we went hiking. D, despite from the rain, we went hiking. It's B, despite the rain, we went hiking. Despite is never followed by of. A lot of learners make this mistake. Question 3. What does beat around the bush mean? A, to hit plants. B, to avoid saying something directly. C, to work in a garden. D, to walk in nature. It's B, to avoid saying something directly. If someone says, stop beating around the bush, they want you to get to the point. If you got all 3 right, you're definitely B2 or higher. Now let's test the advanced levels. C1 first. C1 is advanced. You can understand almost everything. You can express complex ideas. You use nuanced vocabulary. Very few learners reach this level. Let's see if you're one of them. Question 1. Fill in the blank. The company went bankrupt, blank, poor management and bad investments. A, due to. B, because. C, since. D, as. What's the answer? It's A, due to. Due to is followed by a noun phrase. Because needs a clause with a subject and verb. The company went bankrupt due to poor management. Question 2. Which sentence is grammatically correct? A, having finished the report, the meeting was started. B, having finished the report, we started the meeting. C, the report having finished, the meeting was started. D, finished the report, we started the meeting. It's B, having finished the report, we started the meeting. The subject of having finished must be we, not the meeting. The meeting didn't finish the report. We did. Question 3. What does a double-edged sword mean? A, a dangerous weapon. B, something with 2 sharp sides. C, something with both positive and negative effects. D, a difficult choice. It's C, something with both positive and negative effects. For example, social media is a double-edged sword. It connects people, but it can also waste your time. If you got all 3 right, you're at C1 or higher. Now let's test C2, the highest level. C2. C2 is near native. Most native speakers don't even reach this level in formal tests. This is mastery. Let's see if you're there. Question 1. Choose the word that best fits. His blank for detail made him an excellent editor. A, eye, B, vision, C, look, D, sight. It's A, eye. And eye for detail is the correct phrase. It means you notice small things. Question 2. Which sentence uses the subjunctive mood correctly? A, I suggest that he goes to the doctor. B, I suggest that he go to the doctor. C, I suggest that he will go to the doctor. D, I suggest that he is going to the doctor. It's B, I suggest that he go to the doctor. After verbs like suggest, recommend, or insist, we use the base form of the verb, not goes. Question 3. What does to take something with a grain of salt mean? A, to add salt to food. B, to not completely believe something. C, to accept something easily. Or D, to make something taste better. It's B, to not completely believe something. If someone says, take his advice with a grain of salt, it means don't trust it 100%. If you got all 3 right, congratulations, you're at C2 level. That's incredible. All right, so what's your level? If you struggled with A1 or A2, you're a beginner, and that's okay. Everyone starts there. If you got B1 or B2 right, you're intermediate or upper intermediate. You're in the middle of your journey. And if you nailed C1 or C2, you're advanced. You're close to fluency or you're already there. Drop a comment right now and tell me your level. Be honest, no judgment here. And here's the thing, your level today doesn't have to be your level forever. You can improve, but you have to know where you are first. If you want to level up, subscribe to Fluent English Cafe. We teach practical English at every level. Real conversations, real situations, real progress. Thanks for taking this test with me. I'm Tony, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Now, go practice some English.